Hello Anne, hello Rahul. It's great that we can be here at ORTLIEB today.
Welcome Sigi, my name is Rahul. I'm responsible for e-commerce and the website at ORTLIEB.
My name is Anne. I'm a project manager here in Rahul's team. I mainly take care of connecting external tools to our internal IT.
Could you maybe say a bit about ORTLIEB, perhaps also about ORTLIEB's history and what you do?
Yes, ORTLIEB we've been producing for many, many years here at our site in Nuremberg or near Nuremberg. Waterproof, super robust and durable bike bags, backpacks and travel bags.
Exactly, and you've been doing that very successfully for many years. You've built a very good name here. What are the biggest challenges in the industry right now from your perspective?
Yes, of course the corona boom also affected us, or rather now especially after the corona boom, the weakening market. Much of our turnover naturally comes through local specialist retailers who aren't doing so well at the moment, to be honest. And so a big challenge for us is to combine the online business with offline retail, meaning specialist retailers.
Yes, and we're working together to achieve exactly that optimally. We'll get to that in a moment. But where do you currently see industry trends? Where is the future headed?
For some years now, we've seen a strong focus on bike packing, especially for us. We used to be very classic in the touring sector, like bike travel, for example, the classic handlebar bag you might have seen on a bike. Bikepacking is of course a strong trend there, just like gravel. And quite new are e-bikes, of course, which you see more and more on the streets. And when it comes to urban mobility, new mobility, cargo bikes, for example, the freight bikes, or also the e-scooters that you see frequently now, people need to carry things there too, ideally waterproof. Those are definitely potentials or trends that we see.
Yes, I've seen that in my private life too. Many of our employees, colleagues and friends are out on bikes much more. Also e-bikes or cargo bikes. That means you can already see that there's an absolute need. We talked about it before. You're a very strong specialist retail brand. Was that also perhaps the reason you decided to use OUTTRA, if I remember correctly, about 4 years ago now?
Yes, absolutely. You're right. For a long time, we only sold B2B, only through specialist retailers. And yet we've always had an omnichannel orientation. That means we built a click and collect system relatively early, which worked very well and was well received by end customers. And when the decision came to also do B2C, it was clear that it could only work in combination and cooperation with the trade.
Yes, and that's exactly what our tools offer, also together with you. So 4 years, we've been at it for a few years now and have really built up quite a lot together. A lot has happened over the last 4 years. In which areas do you use OUTTRA? So which of your departments are currently working with our tools?
I'm the main person working with your tools. But we also have 2 key users, one in domestic sales and one in export sales, who also work with the tool.
And what kinds of benefits or positive changes have you personally noticed for yourself so far in your own experience?
The tool or OUTTRA has data that we don't have or can't keep up to date from our retailers, meaning all contact details and especially opening hours, which is very important for the end customer to know when they can visit the store and when not. That's made things a lot easier for us, and of course the integration with the Where to Buy tool is just super easy and intuitive for us to use.
I'm definitely glad to hear that. Speaking of use, what current and immediate benefits do your website visitors get from the tool?
The website visitor benefits because, for one, they see which retailer has which products, so your shop window, the digital storefront, which I think is relatively unique compared to other providers. This means that if a customer wants advice on site, they can see which products, which ranges perhaps the local retailer has, and if it's worth driving there. And that especially applies to customers who are a bit uncertain during the buying process. Like, do I have the right size? What does the color look like in person? Which mounting system do I need? All these uncertainties that might otherwise lead to a cancelled purchase or a return can be addressed with your tool, allowing us to offer expert on-site advice to the customer.
I think that's a very good match that we've created there together. Do you remember what motivated you to choose OUTTRA back then when the decision was being made on what to do? So how did you come to do this together with us?
It was exactly what I said earlier, that you have this additional tool, this shop window, which other providers didn't have at the time, providing a lot of added value for both the customer and the retailer. because they can simply present themselves well on our website.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing was, we saw that you're just super well connected in the sports and outdoor industry and want to proactively shape the market and move it forward.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that was so well received even back then. So we're now a tool on the website, meaning we offer a specific service for your website. But are we part of a larger digitalization strategy for you? Or was it really just this one case that we wanted to cover there?
Overall, at some point as a company, we naturally decided that we had to go the B2C route. There's no way around it these days. But as mentioned, it's about being able to integrate specialist retailers. That means we want to network online and offline with each other, which means that we want the most seamless integration of both functions possible. That's why the Buy Local button, for example, is placed quite prominently on the website, right under the Add to Cart button. So if you're unsure, you can say, okay, maybe I'd rather look at it on site, get some advice, and can seamlessly go to the retailer. Switch over.
And now we've been working together for a few years. What are your experiences working with us or with our support? What were your honest experiences there? I'd be very interested to know.
Well, we can only praise you. It's always uncomplicated. You're always helpful and above all, super fast.
Glad to hear that, because we also invest a significant amount of time and our resources in this area, because we're absolutely convinced that in systems like the one we're setting up here together, cooperative collaboration is absolutely vital. Last but not least, is there anything else you'd like to share with your other partners or market companions on this topic?
From my point of view, it's important to look at the customer holistically and consider the entire customer journey from the first contact to the purchase, or maybe even a later repair, and combine the whole thing online and offline, just as we do with OUTTRA, to cover this entire experience.
Wonderful. Then thank you very much for your time and also for the very pleasant welcome here in Heilsbronn, and I look forward to the coming years together with you.
Thank you.